What's up? This is Chef Raw. What it do, baby? Memorial Day is coming up and you know I love to grill. Now I'm gonna show you how to get that all-American barbecue feel right from your stovetop using the Lodge cast iron reversible grill. We're going to be making raspberry chipotle chicken thighs, lemon pepper sweet corn, smoked pappy potatoes, and charred broccolini. This is one of the top cooking gadgets on Amazon, and I thought I'd try it out for you guys. So we're gonna see if it works, if it's worth buying, and if it gives you that real barbecue taste, you know? Let's get started. We're gonna start with our smoked pappy potatoes. So we're gonna start by cutting them into wedges, just like you had growing up, you know, potato wedges. And we're gonna go and boil these. All right, next we got the charred broccolini. Super simple. All we have to do is blanch these, which means dump them in boiling water for about 3 minutes and then cold water. Most people do ice cold water, but I like to save my ice for my beverages, so it's just cold water. All right, so our broccolini's over there chilling, and now we're gonna do our raspberry chipotle chicken. All right, we're gonna mix together all our dry ingredients. We got garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. Y'all know how much I love paprika. And a little salt and pepper. All right, now time for some serious business. So we got some olive oil, a little bit of that on there, and now some of the spices. Make sure you get all up in there. Save some. Then we're gonna season the out of this chicken. The longer you let this sit, the better it's gonna taste. I mean, you could even do this the night before. I'm gonna add the rest of this seasoning. When I tell you your Memorial Day is about to be popping, man. Put this to the side. And now for the sauce. And when I tell you the sauce is fire, it's fire. Since we can't go outside and get that charcoal feel, we're going to introduce some ingredients to give you that smoky and really, really charred taste. So we're gonna start by adding some butter. Once that's melted, we're gonna add our raspberries. And we're gonna let this cook until the raspberries start to break down. And when this cooks down, it's gonna really just give you a really, really great flavor. You know, summertime, you think berries, you think fresh ingredients. This right here is definitely gonna give you that pop of freshness. Now we're gonna add our dry ingredients. We got some brown sugar, the chipotle seasoning, and that's gonna give you a little bit of spice, not too much, just a little bit to kick it up a notch and give you a little more of that smoky flavor that we're looking for. Then we're gonna add garlic and onion powder. All right, so we're gonna add in some ketchup, which is gonna be the base of the sauce to kind of tone down the sourness of the raspberries. I was gonna puree a bell pepper to get that sauce, but I'm lazy. Don't feel like doing it. So we're gonna use ketchup today, and I know everybody has ketchup, right? We're not done yet though. This right here, this liquid smoke, this is mesquite liquid smoke. This is our secret ingredient. Liquid smoke is what's gonna give you that barbecue taste, you know. Since we don't have the charcoal, we're gonna add it in right there. Last but not least, we're gonna add some more salt and pepper. See this, sometimes you just gotta waft. You just gotta waft the smell just so you can just bask in the ambiance. We're basking, and we're basking. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you've all been waiting for. This Lodge cast iron grill is now hot. We're gonna season these potatoes and we're gonna get started, all right? Got the smoked paprika, cause you know, smoked pappy, baby. Some salt, pepper, gonna give it a quick little mix. Now we're gonna add some olive oil to the potatoes so the seasoning sticks. Season generously, that way the potatoes are nice and coated, give it that nice little red color. So before you grill, you wanna make sure you grease your grill. But you wanna make sure you open the spray bottle, unscrew that. Ooh, whoa. Uh-oh. We add the potatoes. I put them on their diagonal so you get those cool grill marks on there. You know, I feel like I'm grilling right now, you know? I got, you know, I got ashy feet. I got my chacletas on, you know? That's how, you know, every barbecue, you got that old man on the grill. If their feet aren't at least a little bit ashy, then they don't know what they're doing. Clearly, they don't know what they're doing. All right, we can go ahead and give these a flip, see what they look like. Oh yeah, look at those grill marks, look at that. Yeesh, that's nice. Potatoes are done. Ooh, look at that, look at them. Yo, this thing right here, if you don't do anything right, to put some grill marks on there. We're gonna add a little more olive oil, and we're gonna dust it with a little more of this smoked paprika, and a little bit of parsley. Just to give it a little more pop of freshness and a little color contrast. Potatoes, done. Time to get the broccolini on. We're gonna start by adding a little bit of olive oil, and then we're just gonna put a little bit of cumin, salt, pepper, And now we're gonna add it to the grill, and we're just gonna put it on there long enough just to get a nice char on there. You wanna see a little bit of burntness. I also like to do all of my vegetables first, just in case you have some vegetarians who, don't want their food to be meaty. There it is. Nice little char. Exactly what we're looking for right there. All right, 2 out of 4 done. I'm going to grill some of this lemon. I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar on both sides, because the sugar is what's gonna caramelize and give those beautiful grill marks. Woo, look at them grill marks. So far, so good. Another thing I like about this is there's like a little drip tray over here on the side to kind of catch all of the extra stuff or juices that may fall off. A lot of grills don't have stuff like that, so this is a win for me. I'm really feeling good about this stovetop grill. It's really giving me that, that barbecue feel. So, well, let's go ahead and add the corn now. First, we're going to zest some of this lemon into the butter. Then we're going to add lemon pepper. Make sure your butter is soft so you can mix it in real easy. And then you can spread it over top of the corn. Add the corn to the grill, the side that you buttered. Oh, no, that's smoking. I got smoke in my face, it's hot. This is like I'm barbecuing for real. So we're gonna take the corn off, we're gonna add a little bit more of this butter to the top of it, and a little bit of parsley, and there you go, corn's done. All right, guys, the moment we've all been waiting for. Time for the chicken. There's nothing more satisfying than putting something on the grill and hearing that sizzle. Gives you chills. Ooh, ooh. So far, this is pretty much the best experience you're gonna get in the house barbecue. Here is definitely the moment where you grab yourself a beer, put on some music, and just really kind of start to feel yourself a little bit. You gotta feel it. Do a little dance. Not too much though. Now we're gonna give it a little flip. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Jermaine, you have done it again. That boy good. Oh, that boy good. This grill. Hey man, I don't think I would have got better grill marks on the grill actually, to be honest with you. Time to bring in the flavor. I'm going to add some of our sauce to the other side that we just grilled. Go ahead and baste it on there. Oh man, this is going to be so good. So you want to flip them again, baste the other side. You see how that sauce just kind of caramelized right on top of there? Ooh, a veteran move is very risky, very dangerous. But grab one of these things. Oh yeah. I'm pretty good at this. Got the Chipotle pepper, give it a little bit of heat at the end. You taste the freshness of the raspberries. Man, this is good. I'm going to add a little more parsley. And that's it, it's done. Now the only thing left is to plate it up and eat. Let's go ahead and give this thing a try. Woo! Yo, this right here, oh my gosh, people gonna be so happy. So there's no real replacement for cooking on a charcoal grill, but this is pretty damn close. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed with this stovetop grill. This is a barbecue. I'm really surprised it did as well as it did, but I gotta say, I give it 2 thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if there's any other gadgets you want me to try out, and I'll make it happen. I'm Jermaine Rawlings, and peace.
Oh yes.